so we're gonna probably like get rid of it.
Jeez, why did you do it?
Because I was going to Miami last minute and I needed to do something. And then the lady that works for you, she had something, but just it didn't make sense for me to come in. And I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see. Oh, do you mind being on camera or no?
No, okay.
Okay.
My allergies are very bad, so my eyes, look at my eyes. It's crazy.
Unless you told me, I wouldn't know.
It's crazy. I know. I was gonna take them off for you, but you're 0 time.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be a mess when I take them off. Let's see what's going on underneath. Okay.
hot? It's sometimes. It's okay.
Get one? Oh, I'm sweaty like a pig. Instead of my usual 4 minutes, it took me 17 minutes to take it off.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for your nails. And I didn't even take everything off. There's a super thin layer on them. Because otherwise, they would be paper thin. They're already super, super thin, and you can see like discoloration underneath. They're pink. This is how you can tell that when they took the gel off, they probably overfired it. Okay, let's take it off. Turn it off. Okay. So now you're back to work. Were you on vacation?
I went to Florida again.
For vacation.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But I was okay, my nails aren't going to survive a week there.
A week? Why?
'Cause they were already like
But
too long.
it's been a while, right? The last time I did your nails was before the party, right? Oh, it's been a very long time.
Exactly.
Okay, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, you let me know, okay? Because it might start burning in lamp, obviously. Well, at least you didn't cut the cuticles.
I know. I left them alone.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. I don't want to kill you too much.
And what are we doing today?
Usual.
Okay. Sounds good. How's work been?
It's been good. It's been really busy. Like all of us, it's like chaotic. Which is
That's
good, obviously.
great.
Yeah. But it's so busy.
What is the most popular treatment?
Honestly, probably just Botox. But a lot of people are doing more skin things recently, more like Sculptra, microneedling, a little bit of everything though.
So is Sculptra considered like a filler?
It's not a filler because it doesn't add volume, but it is an injectable, obviously. It's just working on collagen production for your skin. So it's not
Yeah.
really like a volumizing product like a filler is. It's just more like biostimulatory, works on collagen.
And that's
volume. Yeah, I mean, some people get a little bit of volume from it, but it's just because of the skin kind of like thickening from the Sculptra, but it's not meant to like add volume or add shape or contours or anything like that.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Because I don't really like how fillers look. And when I was in Russia, I did. So I got Ultraformer done.
Okay, what is that?
Ultraformer? You guys don't do it?
I don't think, do we have that in America?
Yes, 100%. It's some machine that kind of like gets into the deep layers of the skin and tightens, like breaks.
Ultrasound? Or was it through like microneedling?
No, like I think like an ultrasound.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
that
painful.
sounds like Ulthera. It's like an ultrasound device to help tighten the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys do it.
We don't do any machinery, but it's okay. Yeah, we don't do any machinery. We only do injectables.
Ah,
We don't have like any of that stuff, no lasers or like devices or.
really?
The only thing that we have that's like a device is the microneedling.
Oh, why is that?
That's just what they want to focus on. Is like injectables.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to spend my time like lasering someone or anything. Like I'd rather someone else do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of the providers though do want them to like bring something on, like some sort of machinery, mainly like a laser. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
So what my cosmetologist back in Russia, what he did to me is he did this ultraformer, which 1 second, I'll be right back. So, whenever the client wants to tighten their skin, what do you guys do?
Sculpture typically, or like refer them out to do some sort of device.
Okay. So what he did for me was this ultra former machine, and then the laser, and then sculpture, like all at once.
Yeah, it's everything. Like everything that he could do, he did at once. I mean, why not?
Was that?
Everything that he could do at once, he did.
Yes.
Which why not? What kind of laser did you do? Do you know?
It's called M22, which as far as I understand, here would be IPL.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Okay. That's more for like sunspots though. For
evening out the skin
Right.
tone, getting rid of any pigmentation, all the redness.
yeah.
What I've noticed, obviously, right after everything is done, my face looked horrible.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I've been beaten.
Yeah.
But then, well, I don't know if you remember, but I had a very soggy jawline,
Okay.
and now it's tightened.
Yeah. I mean.
And it hasn't been, well, he told me that it's going to take, like, the results are going to be visible after a month.
Yeah.
And it has been, like, I feel like it hasn't been even a month yet.
Yeah.
And I can feel that the results are really nice.
She's just gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually with sculpture, like 6 weeks. Like you want to give it a good 6 weeks to really assess your results, but obviously you look amazing. So.
What's your favorite treatment to do?
Like to do for clients or to myself?
Both.
Lip filler is very satisfying.
Fillers?
Yeah, like filler, especially lips. I just think it's really fun. And then for myself, microneedling and PRP.
Microneedling?
With PRP.
Microneedling with PRP? Is it separate procedures or is it like...
Well, like you could do both separately. So you could do microneedling alone. You could do PRP alone, like as an injectable, or you could do both. Like use the PRP as a glide for the microneedling and then also inject it. So I usually do like the combination.
So PRP is you're injecting your own plasma, right? And what's microneedling? I mean, what do you inject?
So microneedling, just the device that has like all the little needles at the end.
Yeah.
It produces collagen and it helps with like pore size, skin texture, like radiance of the skin. And then when you do it with PRP, it's just giving you like a collagen boost, cutting down on your downtime because of all like the growth factors, but then also just you're amplifying your results because you're having the collagen production from the microneedling and then extra collagen production from the PRP. And then whatever I have left over, I usually inject into my under eyes to help just like thicken them and brighten them a bit.
Very interesting. But when you do microneedling, is it just like plain needles or do you inject yourself with something?
No, so it's a device with little needles that come in and
Yeah.
out. You need to use something as a glide. Like you can't put it straight on your skin, it's just gonna rip. Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna cause tears and dragging. So if you do it without PRP, you do it with like it's kind of like a hyaluronic like gel that they give you.
That you put just on top of your
Just on top
face.
of the skin, just so you can glide the pen.
And that's it.
And that's it. There's no like injectable portion.
Oh.
The injecting side comes in when you're doing PRP and you want to inject like remaining or like keep some to inject.
Okay.
But you need some sort of glide for the microneedling, whether it's the gel that comes with the pen or therapy. You can also do microneedling with Botox. Like you use Botox as a glide and it just shrinks your pores.
Huh.
SEMA does that a lot, I think. The microneedling with topical Botox.
Seema does it for clients or for herself, you mean?
Clients.
Okay, interesting. But you guys do everything pretty much the same, right? There's not something that just one injector does and nobody else does.
Yeah, for the most part, yes. Corey and Revian are the only ones that do threads. None of us do threads.
Do what?
Threads.
Oh,
Yeah. So at first it was just Corey, and then we hired Revian, who also knows how to do it. But I think other than that, everyone does the same, like offers the same things.
there is also like, is there liquid and like solid threads?
It's more smooth versus like barbed. I don't know. Of course, this is like Corey's like forte, but there's smooth threads that just aid in collagen production, and there's like the barbed threads that aid in like a lift, where she
Okay.
repositions like jowling or like brow lifts, noses, cheeks, things like that. She does. That I have no idea how to do.
No, I see. So what I've been told is that the best would be to do threads, but because I have an autoimmune disease, that might be dangerous. So I did the sculpture instead, which is not like an actual sculpture. It's a Russian analogy, but it's the same type of
Right.
active ingredient.
Right. Yeah. Just not the same brand name. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. I don't know about like I don't know what like the contraindications are for threads. Like I have no idea what makes you not be a candidate in terms of medical history. Corey and Robin would know.
I'd love to ask her all the questions, but when we film, she's never around. And obviously, my memory is so bad that I'll probably ask you the same questions next time you come.
Yeah, you're fine.
Honey, can you open the door, please? It's getting hot.
Yeah, it's getting really warm.
Let me know, because I can turn on the AC. It just messes up with the sound a little bit.
No,
But if anything, we
No,
can
no, it's fine.
always turn it
I'll
off.
just made a huge difference on its own.
Okay. Maybe also you open the front door. What do you think? And put the table against the chair against the door, so it's kind of like a more air.
30 degrees.
A what? His English got so bad. Yes, I know what it's in Russian, obviously. He's like, my English got so bad because of you.
It's true.
What?
You have to speak to him only in English.
I'm trying to make my English sound better.
So you guys should speak only in English.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, but apparently my broken English got his English worse.
So your English is not bad at all.
I mean, it's not bad, but
Like, I feel like we're never having a conversation where you get to the point where you can't think of what you want to say. You know what I mean?
a lot of the times I can't.
Really?
That's why I'm not
Well, you don't show it.
saying as much.
You don't show it.
Yeah.
And I want to pre-book again for my next time.
Yep. Sounds good. Well, I'm a bit worried about how this set is going to last because I had to leave a little bit of the powder on. Interesting.
You know, I want to go get them soaked off, but I really had zero time.
If you soak them all, they would break right away. They would be so thin.
Really? Because usually, like when you do powder, they don't file them off. They have you soak with like the acetone and
So how did they take off the gel that we put on?
Drilled. Look like this.
Yes, which means that they overfiled it.
100%.
They could take it off with acetone though, you know? They could. It was just take a lot of time, obviously.
Yeah.
And anyhow, I suggest just drilling it off. But the thing is, you have to be super careful and leave, you know how I usually leave like 10% of the gel on just to keep the nail protected. Because if I take everything off, it means that I would file the natural nail, like a tiny little portion of the natural nail off too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is exactly the thing that happens when you soak the gel off. So when there's the higher level of the higher layer of the nail, which is called dorsal layer, and when it sticks to the gel, they kind of bind together. And when you soak it off, you also soak off like this, well, you don't soak it off. It comes out itself, but it comes out with this dorsal layer of the nail. So eventually nails get thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner if you continue soaking them off. So this is why I recommend just drilling it off, like remove it with the e-file. But the trick is not to overfile with the drill.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because if you overfile with the drill, it's much worse than just soaking them off again. Yeah, so we'll see how this is gonna last.
I did it myself, it's fine. And I'm telling you, I was like, okay, there's no way they're gonna survive me. Because I think we booked, I think, for like the 19th, I believe it was. Like we pre-booked. So that's when I was gonna be gone. I was like, okay, shit, I have to move it. And then I looked at your schedule, and then I don't know her name. Your employee.
Maria.
I think
She wasn't available too.
she was, but she's here. She's not here Monday, right? Or she is here Monday, not Tuesday.
Not Tuesday.
That's what it was. I wanted to come on Tuesday, and she wasn't here, and I wasn't able to go Monday. I was like, shit.
So, well, you're alive. Your nails are fine. They will grow out, so everything is fine. Everything is good. Are you working today?
I stopped working Saturdays.
What days are you in right now?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
3 days.
Yeah.
Nice.
I might add another day, but for now I'm like, it's a lot for me already. I feel so drained.
And you're busy the whole day?
Yeah. I'm fully booked for the next month.
Whew,
It's crazy.
that's
It's
amazing.
amazing, but it's like, I'm so tired.
How many clients a day is it usually?
I don't like to see that many. So anywhere from like 5 to 7 is my max. Like 7 is my max. Some of the girls will see like 10, 11, 12 people. I can't do it. It's just like, it doesn't make sense for me. I want everyone to have like my full attention. I want to be like good, you know what I mean? I don't want to be drained by the time I'm seeing my last 5 patients. So,
Yeah.
but I think as I like continue to be this busy, like obviously I'll get used to it, and then I can add on more like hours to the day or add an extra day. But for now, it's 3 days.
I feel like it depends on what type of people you see. Because, you know, if it's sometimes people can be very draining.
Yeah. It's also a lot of these patients have been new patients. So it's like starting from scratch, like the entire conversation, the explaining, like everything is from scratch versus when it's a day full of old patients, it's such an easy day. A day full of new patients is very, very draining because you have to go over everything.
Yeah.
Like everything about them, about their history, about things that we can do, like the downtime, the maintenance, the cost, like the risks, everything. And it's the same conversation over and over and over again all day. It's very draining. It's fun, but it's draining.
Have you thought about sending them like a file with all the frequently asked questions and stuff?
I think it's on our website.
But nobody reads it, right?
They read like their pre-treatment info, most of them. So like they'll know not to do certain things, or they know that they have restrictions after, but it's more of them coming in and figure out like obviously what's good for them and what I recommend for them. And if it's more than one thing, then it's like a very, very long conversation.
Right. And what do they usually ask? Like, what are most people's concerns, or like, what do they want to know?
It's usually people coming in either strictly for like Botox or lips, which is easy, or it's like a full, like they want like a full assessment.
Lips, you mean lip filler?
Lip filler, yeah. So the people who come in wanting lip filler, we know like this is like a more straightforward conversation. The same thing with Botox. It's a lot of people are coming in for just full face consultations because they don't know. Like they don't know what they want. They don't know what anything does. They don't know what would like be best for them. So a lot of that has been happening lately, which is really nice. But that's like what becomes draining when it's like those full on like assessments with the rundown on every single thing. Like this lady I saw yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. We talked about full face Botox, full face filler, microneedling, Sculptra. So like then I have to go over everything, like expectations, how long it takes to work, the downtime, how many times you have to do your appointments, the cost, like because obviously everything is different, right? Like Sculptra is different than Botox, so I have to run through every bullet point with each product. So that's literally like I was with her for maybe almost 3 hours. Like it was
With
insane.
one client?
Yeah, because then she wanted to get treated that day. So it's like all the talking, and then it's the numbing time, the treatment time, after treating her, going over post-care again, like setting up the next appointment in the timeline, which is really nice. But if I'm having all new patients, they're doing that. Like if I'm having 5 patients a day and they're all new, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then sometimes I can't even do same day treatment because we spent the entire appointment time talking about what her options are and like what she's looking at in terms of like future and the whole thing.
But I mean, what is there to talk about for 3 hours?
We were talking for 3 hours. I think we were talking for about like an hour-ish, an hour plus, and then she had to numb, and then I had to inject her, then go over aftercare. So it was literally almost 3 hours.
Did you do everything at once? Like Botox,
did.
filler, Sculptra?
We did just Botox and filler. So then she pre-booked for microneedling, and then she pre-booked for Sculptra.
So many things.
Because they all are going to give you different outcomes, right? Like they're all targeting different things. So it seems like a lot, but just for different things. Like some are skin related, like your Sculptra and your microneedling, and then there's the Botox and filler, where they're all going to give you different outcomes. So it is a lot, but they're all doing different things.
So Botox just relaxes the muscles and kind of gets rid of the wrinkles, right? Filler.
Yeah. And it can also help with like repositioning of like brows, repositioning of the muscles in the lower face to kind of like tighten it. But yeah, the main goal is wrinkle prevention. And then filler adds volume. So whoever is, you know, like deflated or has a little bit of like a deficiency.
Yeah, it's interesting. The last time I got my Botox done with Corey, she injected it here in the neck, which I loved because the sogging kind of, you know,
Like it picks things up, it tightens it. Yeah. So it's really nice for that, like that aspect as well. It's not strictly for wrinkle prevention. Obviously, like it's the main thing we use Botox for, but you can also do like what she did for you, just reposition the muscles to kind of tighten things, like lift things up. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I did my neck for the first time last week too, but it's still like not really kicked in.
I mean,
I've never done it before until last week.
what do you even need to be done? I feel like your face is perfect. You don't need anything.
It's not true.
So when I got my face done, and so my injector, she put Sculptra with the cannule like this, and I sent my husband the videos. He was like, "What is going on? If you end up looking like Madonna, I divorce you." Right, honey?
For sure.
No, it's definitely like a very interesting thing to look at, seeing like a cannula go into someone.
Yeah.
It definitely looks a little bit scary for someone who can't handle looking at these things.
I mean, it was very painful. I have a very high pain tolerance,
Mm-hmm.
but that particular thing was very painful.
Like, really?
I could feel how he was moving the
Yeah.
the cannula,
Yeah.
and how he kind of, it was just
Yeah. You can feel like the popping through and like the movement.
yes.
A lot of my patients say that doesn't necessarily like hurt. Like some areas definitely hurt, but they say it's just more that feeling of like feeling it going through. Like you feel the back and forth.
Yeah, and it also hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like, Alex, if I knew it would be this painful, I would probably refuse to do it. But I mean, and he was like, well, after you see the result, you'll be back.
Right, exactly. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, it's also interesting how I remember when I first started doing Botox, it lasted, I want to say 6 months.
Wow.
And now it only lasts about like half this time.
Mm-hmm. So
If not
usually it
less.
only lasts 3 to 4 months. I always tell patients like if it lasts you 5, 6, that's amazing, but it's never something that I would like guarantee or say
Yeah.
is like common.
Yeah.
But it does happen. I do have some patients that I only see twice a year, which is like amazing for them. But sometimes it's just like a dosing issue. Sometimes you need to increase your dose or like change your product.
Mm-hmm.
But it lasting you through like at least 3 months is actually expected.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that it's not really healthy to do it like every 3 months, and it would be better for the for health reasons to do it just twice a year like I do? Because I'm scared that all my muscles are gonna, what do you call it, like stop working,
Yeah, so like not necessarily. I think it's really dependent on like the person, their anatomy, and how they're presenting and holding on to the Botox. I always tell patients if at 3 months time it's still kicked in, like you're not back to baseline, you can tell that you're having still like restricted movement, don't come back, wait. Because if you keep putting Botox in the muscle while it never regained its full movement, you're just gonna atrophy it. It's gonna thin out.
Yeah.
So I do have them wait.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always say like to them, if usually it lasts 3 to 4 months, if at that time it's not worn off, don't come back. Let it last longer and come back when you're ready, when it's actually worn off, so you can allow the muscle to regain its strength, and then we Botox it again. Because you don't want to atrophy your muscle and have it be like on the thinner side.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of scared about.
Yeah.
So you think that the muscle should go back to its normal state and like move all the way, rather than kind of keep it numb all the time?
For the most part, yes, but it also depends. If someone already has like etched in lines on their forehead, for example, or in between their brows or crow's, whatever the case is, if the lines are already etched in and you allow the full movement to come back, then you might just be kind of like chasing your tail. Someone like that, you might want to treat them when they're like 80-90%, not 100, because they're gonna have that like time frame of the muscles being able to contract and create those lines again. So it's kind of dependent. But for the most part, I'm more on like the wait a little bit longer side, then come back every 3 months. If it's lasting you longer, let it last you longer.
But in order to determine whether it's time to do it or not, they would probably have to see you, right? To be able to like actually
for the most
tell.
part, yeah. Some people know what they look like before getting it done. Some people are like, oh yeah, I can't tell. I feel like it's worn off. And then we look at their baseline, and then they're like, oh wow, I didn't realize it was still kicked in. But yeah, patients always like send me photos or videos when they're unsure. I just tell them like, I'll look at their previous photos and say, okay, you're ready or you're not. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're right, they don't know themselves, which is fine. But then I think after first like 1, 2, 3 treatments, they then like realize what the purpose of the Botox is and what to kind of look out for in terms of like timing, and then they understand their cadence a little bit better, and they know, okay, I can come back in 4 months or 5 months and not 3.
I also kind of feel that the body gets used to, let's say, Botox, right? And the time can vary.
100%.
So in the beginning it might be okay to like it would look okay 3 months in, right? And then or 4 months, and then it would be less and less time.
That can happen to some people. So it's not really like a resistance, it's more of a tolerance because you keep on exposing your body to it. That definitely can happen to some people where they feel like it doesn't last them as long. And then depending on the case, sometimes it means just like increasing their dosing to try to get longevity or changing their product. But some people just as a whole, over time, they don't hold on to Botox as long. It's just something that can happen. I wouldn't say it's that common, but I have seen it in some of my patients where just they've been doing Botox for a good amount of years and they just need a little bit more now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The most common thing that I see online on social media is that you can't do fillers because they don't dissolve like 100%. They stay in the system for years and years and years. It's actually something that I've experienced myself. I've had my lip filler for over 5 years until I dissolved it with chlorine. So I don't even. It would be if I didn't dissolve it. If I didn't get it dissolved, it would probably still. I would probably still have it.
Yeah, for sure. I think filler definitely lasts longer than we think it does. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. I think when people say that, they view it from like a bad standpoint, which I don't necessarily agree with. I do have like a very small handful of patients, like literally maybe like less than 5 people who metabolize to filler really, really quickly. Like every 6 months they're back.
Really?
It's so rare though. It's very rare.
To do what? What do they do?
To refill just any area of filler because their body just kind of eats through it. Their metabolism is very fast.
Doesn't matter like what area, everywhere.
Yeah, they just burn through filler really quickly. Is that something that's common? No. Most people will get that like at least 1 year longevity plus. And it could be like literally 10 years down the line. I had someone the other week who had under eye filler done 7 years ago, and I see it. It's still there.
Yeah.
So it could be good, it could be bad. Obviously, if it's misplaced, it's not going to look good from the beginning, and it's not going to look good in a few years' time.
Aren't all the fillers migrate over time? No?
Not necessarily, no. Some areas, like anatomically, are a little bit more prone, like the lips, the under eyes, just because of the way that the muscle is, and also just like the movement that we do daily with these muscles. But if it's like the right product and it's injected into the right plane, it shouldn't necessarily migrate.
What filler is your favorite? Let's say the lip filler.
Restylane Kiss.
I don't even know the brand.
Restylane, yeah. It's very, very natural. It's like a buildable product. So if someone over time wants to kind of like add more volume, add more height, add more size and things like that, you can do with that. But it's going to keep it very natural. It's not going to be puffy. It's not going to be like those bouncy, like overly filled lips. It keeps everything really natural, which obviously I like the best. I don't really tend to use any other product for lips other than that one.
I remember 10 years ago when I did my filler, the most popular one was Juvederm. Is it still popular?
Yeah, people still use it. I personally don't like it in the lips that much. There are some products within their like portfolio that can keep the lips on the more natural looking side, but those fillers are like more they're more prone to like attracting more water, so creating that like puffy look because it makes the filler expand a bit, which I don't like, especially for the lips. Some people really like it. I don't. It's fine either way. Everyone has their own.
They like it because they want lips to be even bigger than
noticeable.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different style and a different like aesthetic eye for like in terms of like the provider themselves, but then also like the patient and what they want.
Yeah. Did I show you the picture how my lips looked when I injected them too much? It was horrible. And back in the day, obviously, I thought it looked beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
And now when I look at these pictures, I'm like, This is the most horrible thing. Atrocious. Do people still inject the jawline to do? So it's interesting. In Russia, it's called like basically Angelina Jolie's jawline.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you call it anything here?
Not that I've ever heard of. I'm sure someone has a name for it when they like market their jawline filler. Maybe they have like a I don't know, people say like Kim K package, like things like that. Like full face, like cheeks, chin, jawline, Kim K package. People make things up.
Yeah.
But like across the board, I don't think there's like a term that any one of us use for like jawline filler, for example.
Interesting.
There's definitely like reference to like celebrities in terms of like looks, like Angelina Jolie, like lips, for example. But no, that's actually really funny. I'm not sure.
It's it's like people here have a term for lips, like they call it Russian lips, which I
Right.
think is horrible.
Yeah.
And obviously in Russia, nobody calls it Russian lips. And to be honest, I didn't see when I went back this year, I didn't see it that much. Like this lip style.
Good.
Because it kind of looks very, very artificial and very fake.
Yes, it's very exaggerated. It's not a nice look. People ask for it, people like it, but I think it's definitely just something that should die out a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's very artificial. It's not keeping like the natural shape of a lip. It's really just like over the top.
Yeah.
And that technique tends to migrate way faster because you're not like respecting the natural anatomical like boundaries. They're like pushing the limits, and then it looks really, really pretty when it's swollen, and then once it settles, it looks disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, when I first saw it and I saw the Russian lips, I was like, what is that? I've never seen this before. Interesting. Doesn't burn? Nothing? All good?
Like very subtly.
Oh.
It's burned more before.
When I took the gel acrylics off?
Probably, yeah. Random thing.
Well, next I'm gonna put the hard gel on, so we'll see. If it burns, just take the hand out immediately. Because we don't want you to have a chemical burn. It's interesting. I actually thought that it might get a little slower closer to summer, but people are still coming in.
100%. Yeah.
Switch. Huh. Interesting.
People are booking also like into the summer. It's very interesting.
Whatever you do, whatever your marketing team does, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, definitely are.
Maybe I'll do your nails one by one because they're all a little bit deformed. Okay. So Bryce, take it out. All good?
Yeah.
One more time. Big.
The sunburns.
Wait till it cools down completely and then put it back in. One more time. Big.
It's so weird that this one didn't, the rest of them were burning.
Well, they will all probably burn a little bit. Big. Yeah, sorry.
It's not yours. It's mine.
Big. Just one more time. Big. Big. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just with them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Big both arms together. Mm-hmm. Let me see right here. Mm-hmm. The other one. You can put the whole hand in. Mm-hmm. Switch. Mm-hmm. Let me see right here. Yeah. Okay. So reaching into right side. Okay. Okay. Honey, you see what the best client for the French manicure looks like? Not moving. Not.
I was actually just thinking that.
It was a series of reels. I was so emotional when I was explaining like how important it is to sit still. No, it's not that hard to be still for 10 minutes. Switch. Switch. Can you open the windows? It's super hot. Okay. Just a bit. Fun. Okay, let's see your right hand. You can put the whole hand in. Switch. Switch. Just a bump. It was supposed to start raining at 2.
Really?
Yeah, like thunderstorms and the rain, like heavy rain.
This whole week is gonna rain. It's insane. Very typical New York weather that we get like a taste of it being gorgeous out and then we lose it that quick.
Well, I'm happy at least with the temperature.
Yeah.
I went back to Russia and it was freezing there.
Really?
So before I came, the weather there was like here right now. The day I came, it started snowing. It's been snowing pretty much the whole time.
That's
But
crazy.
the day I left, big bowl comes together. The day I left, the weather again was super nice.
It's always like that. Always.
Amazing. I was so lucky. Is it off?
Yeah, turn it off.
The whole left hand. Amazing. Amazing. They're a little bit shorter than usual, just because I'm scared that they're gonna.
Worry more than fine with me. No, I feel like I'm short. So we're leaving 4 weeks.
Let's try and go for 4 weeks. Should be good. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
No, that one is ready. Okay, so you want to do that? See if you like everything. Perfect. Would you like some oil on it?
Oh, sure. You got so much faster. Were you?
I'm trying.
Yeah, you were trying to, right? No, you definitely did. Because even with taking off my powder, it's only been an hour and a half.
Yes.
Good for you.
Good for me. Well, if I just sit here and don't talk, just
Yeah.
focus on doing nails, just, just work, I could do much faster.
Yeah.
Whenever I have to, like, split my brain to do, like, two things at a time, it
Yeah.
gets bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, when would you like to come? 4 weeks from now?
Yeah, because I feel like I usually go like 5, 6, so I think 4 should be good.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be May 31st.
Okay.
Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
Saturday is good, or you want to do some other day?
When are you here during the week?
I'm here Tuesday, Friday, sometimes Monday.
Let me see. What do you have on Tuesday? Just
Tuesday, what is it gonna be? We can do June 3rd if you want. It's gonna be a little over 4 weeks, but it's gonna.
let's just do the 31st. think it's better.
31st?
Because I'm not working salaries anymore, so
Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah.
10, 12, 4, 6. I have.
12.
Okay. You're all set. Let me take a picture of. Oh, you're taking pictures of too.
My camera sucks. I don't know.
Okay, relax. Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Yay.
Okay, you're paying with a card, right? Or Apple Pay?
Apple Pay.
Okay. Okay. You can tap. Honey, let's turn on AC. It's insane.
Thank you.
Yeah, just close the windows. Thank you, Gabby. Enjoy the weekend. Yes. It's so much nicer if it wasn't raining. You're making a video or
No, it just won't focus.
I know.
It's so
Newer phones are terrible.
It's horrible. I thought it was such a good camera, and I can't take a photo of anything.
That's why I like older phones.
No, I swear, why is it doing that?
I feel like my iPhone 12 is much better than all the newer ones.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This phone takes such better pictures. Oh, phone looks honestly, I think it's looks like a 12. Yay, thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for coming. I will see you and then
Bye.
bye. Okay, I'm going to turn it on and close the door, okay?